So now they're watching Prince William surrounded by all these movie stars, and they're not surrounded by movie stars because nobody wants to be around them. I'm putting myself in the shoes of Meghan as if I was interpreting a character and I was trying to put myself in her shoes. This is what I think. When she saw that she was not going to be part of the BAFTAs and she came to Hollywood, took her Prince Harry by the hand 4 years ago from England and said, I'm going to take you to Hollywood and we're going to be movie stars. We're going to get to the A-list status. Our life is going to change. We are going to be at the same level with Kate Blanchett. We are going to be at the same level as all these other incredible actors, Emma Stone. But she didn't take into consideration that those people have based that status on the hard work that they've put on for so many years to get there, and they continue to do that work. The office of the Duke and Duchess, as if they are royals in America, which doesn't make any sense. She thought that those titles are going to give her the same status of those powerful actors. Marry a prince, get to be called Duchess of Sussex, and then you're going to be invited to participate and be one of the great actresses due to that title. Well, that doesn't matter because you cannot portray characters. You cannot become a great actress only supported by the title that you got because of marrying into the royal family that you stepped on, lied about, and betrayed. So Canada was the next best thing after the BAFTAs. Let me go to Canada. Let me go and try to put on my smile and my facade and show myself with all my outfits that I have. I'm going to walk alongside Prince Harry on the slopes, on the snow, making the sounds when I step on the snow with my boots, very expensive. She came to Hollywood to be in the same room with the same people that now are going to England and are in the same room with Prince William. Now she sees that everything that she wanted is back in England. So she goes to Canada with her prince, depending on the Duchess and the Duke of Sussex website, putting everything on the website that's associated with the royal family because she's realizing that's the only thing she can depend on. So the next best thing after Canada, where, okay, I'm done with that. I'm probably bored with what's happening here. It's not big enough for her. She doesn't want to be in the mountains. She doesn't want to be in the provinces with the peasants. This reminds me of Nina, the character of Nina from the Seagull of Chekhov. But at least the character Nina realizes that she's not a great actress. There's this famous monologue where she talks about the fact that she feels that she doesn't know how to act. She doesn't know what to do with her hands. She doesn't know how to behave on stage. And she's on a train having to go to the provinces to act because she can't get any acting in the main cities. So she's on a train with the peasants. The character Nina from the Seagull realizes that she's not a great actress. Meghan doesn't. So she kind of goes on this excursion to Canada, which is the province in comparison to London and the BAFTAs. She goes there and she has a little bit of fun, and then she puts on the face. She wants to make herself be seen so she can wave to the cameras, smile on. Bravo, bravo, bravo. We have so many things that we're going to do. We have so many things that we're going to do. You have no idea. We've told you the same thing 4 years ago, and we've done absolutely nothing. She realized that those people up in the mountains of Canada, that wasn't sufficient. Like the character of Nina from the Seagull. But Nina knows, at least she knows that she's not great. She talks about herself not being great. And I think that if Meghan would take a little bit of a example from Nina, if she ever read The Seagull, I don't even know if she read The Seagull, but if she did, she would be able to take a little bit from Nina's character and say, listen, I know I'm not the greatest actress. I was so much wanting to get to that top list my whole career, but it's difficult. admit how difficult it is to get to that 1% of actors status. People would relate to her. They would identify with her because she would behave as a human being. Revealing your true self is what will captivate other people. Look at Nina. Take something from Nina. If you want to be Arkadina, Arkadina is the mother of Konstantin Treplev in the Seagull, who has made it to the big stages. And that's what Nina aspires to do. You want to be Arkadina, but you're not Arkadina. You are Nina, but you are Nina without the authenticity of Nina. And her knowing that she's not at the level of Arkadina. Sometimes we have to learn from the characters to be guided in our life. And other times we have to guide the characters. That's why acting is such a powerful craft, because it can teach you how to understand, how to become self-aware of what you're doing, what you need to do. So she comes back from Canada. She's back in Hollywood. What does she do next? There's a little video of her coming out from this very known Italian restaurant, and some people called it Ciccone, but it's not Ciccone. She went to the most famous restaurant in the world called Cipriani. It's not Cipriani, it's not Ciccone, it's Cipriani. Cipriani is one of the most famous Italian restaurants in the world. It has interesting story going back almost 100 years. Cipriani is again associated with A-listers. Giuseppe Cipriani, the inventor, the owner, the great-grandfather of the now Giuseppe Cipriani, who's taking the Cipriani name and restaurant and put it all over the world, even invented the drink Bellini. Another thing that was invented by Mr. Giuseppe Cipriani in the 1940s or so was the Carpaccio. I don't even know if she knows that much. Is she interested in actually finding out about this backstory to this great place that she goes to? I wonder. Just because you go to Cipriani and just because you associate yourself in the space, in the location with the great ones, does not make you a great actress. You still have to do the work. I'm going to behave like them on the red carpet, and I'm going to associate myself with them by going to Cipriani and having the bodyguard open the door for me, guiding me to going through the door and then coming out again as if I were a big star. And I'm walking out of Cipriani. You are wanting to get to that level. So show that. Why don't you show that? Yes, I've always wanted to make it. I've always wanted to become a great actress, and I wasn't able to, like so many other people were not able to. I wasn't able to, but I'm not going to continue behaving. I'm not going to have my husband rent a bodyguard and have me walk around going to Cipriani in New York, where, by the way, I used to work. That was my first job when I first came to New York, when I was going to school. I was going to get my master's degree from the actor studio program, and I was working at Cipriani. That was my first and only job outside of acting. I saw all the people that came there over the years that I was there. You're talking about people like Penelope Cruz, everybody that you can think of, Bill Gates, Bon Jovi, presidents, politicians, anybody that you can think of, all of the people that we see on television would come to Cipriani. We would see them all the time. All these people were coming in and they were the most modest. I never saw anybody behave the way that Meghan is behaving. She's trying to behave as if she were an A-lister, but the A-listers do not behave like she does. When you achieve that status that they achieved, they don't have to prove themselves. They don't have to show off anymore because they know they merit to be where they are. One of the things on the bucket list is to go to Harry's Bar in Venice and have a Bellini. As always, these are my opinions, my interpretations. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye, everyone.